Shalom, all praises, glory and honors to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh, Hashem, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Stone. Salutations to all the brothers and hours on the Bible teaching this word now, sincerity and honesty. We're the Hebrew Israelites, you know, of the house of David. Basically, we're here to prophesy the downfall of the society, as we do every week. You know, there's a whole thing happening in the spirit, saying, you know, as the day goes by, prophecies, man, they're eating up, you know, because this is our thing, yeah, this is our strong, this is our defense. You know, Isaiah 20 verse 6 down, I think. See? Isaiah 20 verse 6, it says, see, because right now, we're living in a time, basically, when if you don't know what's taking place now, you can be caught up, sin, or be caught with your pants down, or be found naked like Adam. See, because when you read the scriptures and it said Adam was found naked, he wasn't speaking of being naked literally, but Adam's sin had been shown, you know. Saying so right now you have a lot of people basically that are naked, and now for you don't even want to sew fig leaves, man. We try 6 verse? No, 8, sorry, Isaiah 8 verse 20, yeah. 8 verse 20? Yeah, started, yeah, but start up a little.
Start at 19, start at 19.
Yeah, it part of say bind up the law, my disciples, seal up the law, yeah. See?
This is Revelation 16 and 15. He said, behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garment, lest he walk naked and they see shame.
Right, so this is the Lord speaking, saying he's coming as a thief, you know, saying, blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garment. And the scripture tells us that the fine linen is what? The righteousness of sin. So the garment basically is this word, this truth. Using this truth, Ephesians tells us, having the faith, shield of faith, you know, and the gospel of peace, and you know, it tells you basically show that this is an armor. And if you don't have it, then you're gonna be found naked, because what this word do, as Adam, just as Adam, see? And what this word do, it basically make you cover yourself, you know. And how do you cover yourself? First it starts with faith, then it goes into the law. You understand? But it cannot be achieved without the law of Yahweh Shai. That's the reason why you have to give all the glory, praise and honors to Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. See? You have to channel that energy through Yahweh Shai. You understand? Who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ. See? So you're going to be found naked spiritually if you don't have this truth, this word, yeah? Go ahead.
Alright. Start at 19.
No. You have a part that said, bind the testimony with my servant. See that? Yeah.
16. This is Isaiah 8.
Start at verse 14.
Alright, this is Isaiah 8 and verse 14.
Right.
And he shall be for a sanctuary, but for a stone of stumbling, and for a rock of offense to both the house of Israel, for a gin and for a snare to the inhabitants of Jerusalem.
Which is Yahweh Shai. See, it's a gin, a trap and a snare to that house. Yeah? But it's a blessing for the elect, man. Go ahead.
Right, man. And many among them shall stumble and fall and be broken and be snared and be taken.
Right, so many, see, meaning the majority of you Israelites, man, because only a very small remnant shall be saved in the days to come. And when we prophesy, we preach unto that small remnant chiefly. Yeah? Go ahead.
Bind up the testimony, seal the law among my disciples.
Right, so this testimony, the laws were sealed among the disciples of the Lord Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, not everybody. Go ahead.
It says, and I will wait upon the Lord that hideth his face from the house of Jacob, and I will look for him.
Yeah?
It says, behold, I and the children of whom the Lord hath given me are for signs and for wonder.
And so this here is a sign. This is a wonder right now. You're looking at a sign. See, which a part of the sign shows that you're living in the last days of the last days, because here we are prophesying of the downfall of this empire, which this empire is going to be thrown down very, very soon. Yeah? By means and ways of mismanagement. And it still go back to the fact that a lot of you are going to be found naked in those days, man. Because when this word was out there and going continuously, you wasn't there standing stiffly, you know, for the names of Yahweh Basham Yahushai. So you won't be defended as the accent. You know, go ahead.
For signs and for wonders in Israel from the Lord of hosts, which dwelleth in Mount Zion.
Continue.
And when they shall say unto you, seek unto them that have familiar spirits, and unto wizards.
Right, and that is taking place now. You have Jake who need answers, man. And they must seek unto idols. Like them East Indian, them Shindu, Shiva, this, that, and that. You're seeking unto idols, man, for answers. You know, as it is written, is there not a God in Israel? You know? Seeing the Most High, just as though, when they were going to fall through the lattice, and the Lord saying, now come down off that bed until I'm dead. Well, it's the same way the Lord prescribed judgment for the majority of Jake, man. Because guess what? You seek unto familiar spirits, man, and not unto your God, man. Go ahead.
And unto wizards that peep and that mutter, should not a people seek unto their God?
Yeah, it's a question. Should not you seek unto your power? Yahweh Basham Yahushai. Go ahead.
For the living to the dead, to the law and to the testimony. If they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them.
Right, scripture says if you speak not according to this word, meaning whatever the scriptures are saying, you don't beat around it, you don't dance around it, you accept it and you speak it as it is, knowing that the scriptures are both sweet and bitter, both good and bad, because the Lord is that perfect balance, man. See, many a times people teach of the Lord and say, oh, the Lord is a good God. Yes, he's a good God. But what about the dread and terrible side of him? When you read the scriptures, you see the word, the Lord of hosts, the Lord of Sabaoth. Now, if you are taking 5 minutes of your time and look up those words, what it means, you will see that it means the Lord of armies. Now, what does the army do? You understand? An army wasn't get set up for us. Make we have an army, we have an army, we have a grand time. No. An army was set up for defenses and wars, man. So he is the Lord of all armies. So whenever there's a war, the Lord is the one that orchestrates it, because he is the Lord of hosts, man. Yeah? Go ahead. Read it again. Read it. We have to see. You finish? Yeah, go on.
Ezekiel 3 and verse 1. It says, Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that thou findest, eat this roll, and go speak unto the house of Israel.
He said, says, eat this roll, which is this roll is this Bible, man. You know what people have this, almost every house have a Bible. And some of them open up for whatever scripture till it's stiff. And if you some of you can actually quote what the scripture said. Like you can rehearse it off the top of your head, like a song. You can quote it like that. But to get the correct understanding of what the scripture is saying, you do not know it. You understand? Because you know, first you never take instruction of how to read the Bible. Because the Bible is not an eloquent novel. And secondly, you can't just read it and get it like that. See? You have to be taught by the holy men of the Lord. See, in Romans 13, it tells us, how shall they preach except they be sent? You understand? So somebody has to be sent to teach the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, man. But just as how we learn from men. Personally, I learned from Shapar and Ash. You understand? Likewise, other brothers all over the world, and the apostles and the elders, man. See? So these men was the foundation of my learning. Yeah? They were the foundation of my learning. And then you have other brothers that came in after us and we come under our tutoring and then other brothers coming up on the day 2 turn as well. So that's how the scriptures work, man. You have a quick interjection, bro? Go on.
This is Romans 10 and 14. How then
That's scripture,
shall they call on him in whom they have not believed?
Go ahead.
And how shall they believe in him in whom they have not heard? And how shall they hear without a preacher?
Yes, somebody have to be preaching this gospel. The scripture said the Lord gave the word, blessed is the company of them that publish it. So we are the publisher, we are the actually true publisher of the scriptures, man. Say, you know, publish it in the book and give it out. But them don't understand it as we understand it, man. And how we can prove that? The Lord, even the Lord said to his disciples, say, oh, blessed are your eyes, for you see what many kings and prophets desire to see.
God.
See, and to be frank, we actually see more things than them. Because the disciples back then, them never know about the mark of the beast, man. John knew of it, but John never fully understand what is that mark. Yeah? See, we know of the end, and we know what the stone, the brimstone is, because it was a prophecy. You understand? They were seen in the future, but because at the time they never have a word named intercontinental ballistic missiles, them use whatever was common among them. Flying swords, words like flying swords. You understand? Arrows.
Fire serpents and all that stuff.
Fire flying serpents. See? Cockatrice. These things, them used to describe it. So therefore now we that are in this dispensation of time, when we go to the scriptures, we find and say, oh shit, this is speaking of these missiles, man. And there are many more scriptures that to connect the dots together to ensure you that look, this is what the Bible is speaking about. Yeah? Scripture? Yeah, go ahead.
It says, this is Ecclesiasticus 39 and verse 1. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High and is occupied in the meditation thereof will seek out the wisdom of the ancients.
Yeah, so we, and we are brand boast like we do this of our own. But we do that. See, we try to occupy ourselves within the scriptures, man. We try to get in our history. You know, we try to get in our current events. And prophecy as well, because you know prophecy is everything, bro. Saying prophecy is everything. See, you can't even call it this lesson, prophecy is everything. Because you're living in a very high prophetic season, man. Go ahead.
It says, seek out the wisdom.
Go ahead.
And we seek out the wisdom of all the ancient and be occupied in prophecy.
Yes, and be occupied in prophecy. You know, everything we take stage on a world level, or we call it, well, you can use the word in a cosmos sense, or in the oikoumene sense, as in the entire planet, or in an orderly arrangement like all in the Caribbean. All these things that take place, we filter them to the spirit, to the scriptures, man. Be occupied in prophecy. You know, when the scripture say he calls it all both small and great to receive this mark, first thing first, we know that the epicenter of that will be in America. But the scripture say he calls it all. So now we need to know how is it that the system gonna be done that it happened out here in the Caribbean. So we do a research on that and we see the framework. So we understand clearly how that will get done. Such as how them introduce this NIDS to you people, man. You understand? So we are not ignorant of what is happening. We know what is happening, man. Say what?
He said, he will keep the saying of the renowned men and where
like Jeremiah, Isaiah.
And where subtle parables are, he will be there. There also.
When the Lord speak of his parables, man, we understand it. Because he had revealed it unto us through his spirit, man. Saying all throughout the scriptures, man, the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, the Lord revealed it unto us, man. And we have to give our praises, glory, and honor. So how about Shemi or Shai for that? Go ahead.
Yes.
He will seek out the secrets of grave sentences and be conversant in dark parables.
And be conversant in dark parables, man. See? So when
That's how we know great of
scriptures cut. So when you go the next time you go, the 23rd Psalm, and it say there do I walk to the valley of the shadow of death. See,
They know that is hell.
yeah.
Immediately they know that it's hell, man. Because
See?
the valley of the shadow of death is hell.
Which is America.
You know what I mean?
You understand? You will instead of people that think about one literal valley where it was dark, you get the understanding of it, and he lead me into green pastures. Cause back then you used to think about one pretty green pasture like cow never walking out yet. You understand?